And we continue learning Rabeinu Yona's Sharei Teshuva. We're in the middle of discussing the Ikar Hashishi, the sixth principle of Teshuva, which we began, which was Busha, humiliation, embarrassment. How if we were to do an Aveira in front of people, we were to be embarrassed. How much more so? And of course, it's an Avodah to work on, that we should be embarrassed in front of Hashem. Continues Rabeinu Yona on the 53rd page. In the article Rabeinu Yona of HaMadrega Al Yona Bazeh, what is the highest level, Madrega Al Yona, when it comes to Busha? Sheyikalem Adam Al Vainaisam Lefnei Hashem Yisbarach. You should actually feel humiliated. You should actually be embarrassed when you're in front of no one. No, of course. When you're in front of Hashem. Ve'inyan HaKlima. What is Klima? What is humiliation? What does embarrassment mean? Ha'hargosha, the feeling ba'abusha of embarrassment. Ve'ishtanois ziv panim. When your face changes colors, you're caught in a crime, someone sees you do something, your face turns white. We should have that same real, tangible, visceral feeling with the same external showing in front of Hashem as well. Kinich, and as the pasuk in Yirmiyah teaches us, Kissa klima paninu, humiliation covers our faces. That you'll see, whenever klima is mentioned in the psukim, it says klima, humiliation, after busha. Kihi yisera min habusha. Because klima, the level of humiliation is higher, is greater, is deeper than busha. Busha va'aklima, as Yecheskel says, the Navi Yecheskel, busha va'aklima, boishtiv gamachlanti, the Navi Yirmiyah says as well. So says Rabeinu Yona, you know another reason why we should be embarrassed, we should be humiliated, because when someone does an Aveira, and he realizes that Hashem allowed him to do that Aveira, and Hashem is patient with him, and Hashem doesn't pay us back right away, He doesn't punish us right away, and He's not treated, Hashem doesn't treat us like the sinners that we are. Hashem doesn't repay and punish us according to all the horrible sins we have committed. And from that fact alone, the realization we've done so much wrong, and yet Hashem is still allowing us to continue, that should add on to the humiliation and the embarrassment. Let's say if someone were to commit a crime, a sin against a regular king of flesh and blood, and he rebels against the king, and the king forgives him. The king says, it's okay. You did something wrong, I won't punish you. Of course, Yavash Mimenu. Of course, you feel embarrassment. You're ashamed how you did something so terrible, and the king says it's okay. That itself, the fact that the king is allowing you to continue, that itself brings on a level of embarrassment. So certainly, in front of Hashem, says Rabeinu Yona, v'chein hakosov, and similarly says the Navi Yecheskel, Laman Tiskru, that you should remember, v'yavoyish to abiyashtem lo yelach oid pischein pen, you should no longer have an excuse, mipnei klima seich, of your humiliation, b'chapri lach, when Hashem says, when I forgive you, l'chol asher asisa, everything that you've done. V'amr zechron levracha, explains the Chachamim in the Gemara and Brachos. Ha'iseh davar mitbayish mimenu, ma'i chalin la'al kol avaynaisav. So first, Rabeinu Yona explained it to us why we should feel busha, embarrassment, klima, humiliation. Whether it's due to the fact we'd be embarrassed in front of people, whether it's due to the fact that Hashem allows us to continue and doesn't punish us. But now says Rabeinu Yona, there's a secondary, or together, not secondary, at the same time, benefit to this, in that what? It gives us tshuva. It acts as the kapara. It enables Hashem to be meichan lai. Al kol avaynaisav. V'chein matzanu b'shal. So too we find with Shaul HaMelech, shenemar, Shamar, as Shaul HaMelech says, v'lo anani oid. Hashem doesn't answer me anymore. Gam b'yad HaNeviim, neither through Neviim, gam b'chalaimais, neither through dreams. Lo isker Urim v'Tumim. Now Shaul didn't mention that Hashem didn't answer him through the Urim v'Tumim. Why not? Ki nitbayesh, because Shaul was embarrassed and ashamed. Laskiram, to mention the Urim v'Tumim. Why? Because Shaul was responsible for the murder and the killing of all the city of Kohanim of Naif. And Shmuel told Shaul that he and Shaul's children are going to die in the battle. Tomorrow you and your sons will be with me. With me in my mechitza in Gan Eden. So since Shaul is going to be going to Gan Eden with whom? No one less than Shmuel Hanavi. What does that mean? That means that Shaul must have gotten a kapara. He must have been forgiven for the sins that he did. So we see that the busha, the klima, the fact that Shaul was embarrassed over the fact that he killed the Kohanim, that itself aided that he was cleansed from that Aveira and ultimately allowed him to enter up into the same mechitza as Shmuel Hanavi in Gan Eden. And finally, he concludes Rabeinu Yona of Yasik Adam Adregas Abusha. How does one reach this high and lofty level of Busha? Bez boideid, you have to seclude yourself. Lachshayv begadulus Hashem, begadulas Hashem, and understand and contemplate and think and delve and ponder and chew over how great Hashem is. V'kamorabo ras hamamres piv, and how terrible, horrible, severe, wicked, treacherous is it that we defied and we committed a sin against Hashem. And remind yourself always, Shavisi Hashem, the Nagdi Tamid, Hashem sees us always. And keep on pushing this deeper and deeper into our conscience, further into our thoughts, and that will enable us to come to this level of Busha, which is the sixth principle of tshuva and aids in this level of kapara. And we'll pick it up from the seventh level of tshuva, seventh principle in the next year, B'siyata Dishmaya.